to you guys. Yeah, it's pretty close to the action. Fair enough, yeah, that's true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hamden Academy for the site of Umpy's quote-unquote home games here this weekend. They will host the Lyndon Hornets today and then the Johnson Badgers tomorrow, the start of Umpy's conference schedule. The Owls are 5-10 coming off a 3 out of 4 weekend where they took one from Anna Maria and then swept Fisher College. It was a fun weekend for Umpy last weekend. They want to keep the bats going as they scored a lot of runs in that series, especially against Fisher. On the mound in the circle, rather to start, is Gracelyn Walsh, the senior for the Owls. Just picked up her 100th hit. Great two-way player for Umpy. Pitched a 5-inning no-hitter against Fisher last weekend as well. So she rolled in the accolades this past weekend. Hit 7 for 12 from the plate. Leading off, it's Lindsay Gannon for the Vermont Hornets. Gannon, the catcher, leads things off here for Lyndon. First pitch is in there for a called first strike. Ricky Goupel with you. Happy to have you for today's doubleheader. You're watching Umpy Athletics and WHOU.live. That one outside corner, strike two. So Walsh filling it up to start. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Clunas, Huntington, and McNamara are the next 3 due up for Lyndon. Doolin, Gonzalez, Collier, Delgado, Juarez, and Richardson round out their order. Here's the 0-2. That one misses out. Good offer from Walsh. Lyndon has played just 2 games so far this year. It was against Fisher College. They do have a common opponent. They routed the Falcons, as did the Owls, so not much you can tell going into this matchup, especially with the limited sample size of Lyndon. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. She climbs the ladder and got her, and there is one away here in the first. The Owls defensively from third base to first base. It's Kira Green at third, Haley Saylor at shortstop, Megan Buchholz at second, and Zoe Stewart at first base. Left to right, Michaela Carney, Abby Dowdy, and Avery Von Kadich. Behind the plate is Bree Kaufman doing the catch-in for Walsh in the circle. Here's the first pitch to the hitter Clunas, a called first strike. It's a great start to Walsh's day. Five pitches, 4 strikes, make it 6 pitches and 5 strikes as it's 0-2. Pitching from ahead. Right up close and personal here to the action at Hamden Academy. Also their football field, soccer field, lacrosse fields, multi-purpose turf here. Playing in the corner of that turf. Here's the pitch, fouled back. 0-2. Walsh quickly up here. This is the first time ever calling Umpy softball. First time I think I would dare say ever that Umpy has had a broadcaster. Umpy softball. Sadie Clunas is the batter, the center fielder. 0-2 after she fouled the first 0-2 off. Walsh rocks and fires. Climbs the ladder again. Strike 3, swinging. Down is Clunas, and here comes Huntington out here with 2 down. The Hornets shortstop and 3-hole. Huntington, a multi-sport athlete for Lyndon. I believe she played basketball and maybe soccer. I can't recall, but very good athlete. These 2 schools know each other well, North Atlantic Conference foes. First pitch to Huntington, misses outside. The 1-0, first time Walsh has fallen behind. She fills it right back up, swinging strike 1. Ball and a strike here. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Walsh dealing here in this first inning. The Owls defense hadn't had to move yet. Huntington wants to put one in play now. 1-2. Walsh has pitched from ahead all 3 times. That's what Umpy wants. Lyndon's their first game since, I believe, March 29th. So it's been a couple weeks. The Owls did play last weekend after a couple weeks off. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Walsh strikes out the side. A dream start for the Owls as they will come to bat here at the bottom of the first. Haley Saylor to lead things off for the Owls. As it was a 1-2 first inning thanks to Grayson Walsh striking out the side. Saylor will try to get things and get the party started for Umpy here offensively. That one a first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1. That one misses up and in. She swings, pulls out of that one just a bit. 1-2. Saylor hitting 278 for the Owls so far this year. They got a lot of hitters up there in average. Grayson Walsh leads at 488. Zoe Stewart 422. More to come on them as Stewart is on deck. But what a weekend they had together. Got a graphic ready for that as well. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Saylor is down on strikes. So 4 batters in the game so far. 4 strikeouts. 3 for Umpy, 1 for Lyndon. Now Zoe Stewart steps in. Stewart puts this on the ground to third base. It's scooped up by Gonzalez on a first. It'll be safe there on the error. So Stewart is aboard. Now here's Gracelyn Walsh. There's a look at what they have done this past weekend, especially over 4 games. 2 and 3, the spots in the order, the 2-3 punch. This one put in the air to center field. It's a tough play, but over to Huntington. She makes the grab. Stewart will have to retreat. So 2 down in the inning. Bree Kaufman up to the cleanup spot for Umpy. Stewart, the runner at first. This one hit the other way, dropping in. This could be trouble. Over to make the catch in right field is Richardson. Great play out there. And that'll retire the side. That had extra bases written all over it, it looked like. But a good catch along the foul line. And that'll send us to the 2nd inning. Quick first inning. Lyndon coming to bat here in the top of the 2nd. Riley McNamara leads things off. 4-5-6-2 up for the Hornets here in the top of the second. The Owls did get a base runner on an error. Unable to get any across. There's a nice play to end that bottom of the first with a catch in right field from Richardson. Now, first pitch misses to McNamara. And that one also down. 2-0. Here's the 2-0, and that one is down. 3-0. First time Walsh has fallen behind today. Was really filling it up in that first inning. Here's the 3-0, and that one's a get-me-over fastball for strike one. Lyndon dugout chanting 3-1 here as McNamara in a hitter's count situation, the cleanup batter leading things off in this second inning. The first pitch almost blew it by her. It's fouled off the backstop. 2-1, or 3-2 rather. Who am I kidding? Walsh trying to battle back here from a 3-0 deficit in the count. Here it is. The 3-2 blew it by her. A sword for strike three. McNamara is down on strikes, just a little bit behind there. Walsh kind of reached back those last two pitches. Came in with the heat. That one in there. Morgan Doolin is the hitter. Misses low. 1-1 now. Here is the 1-1. Downstairs, see Walsh missing a little bit low in this inning. Or very few misses in the first inning were usually high, but still a good clip. 20 pitches and 14 strikes. Here's a pitch, fouled back to the padding. Here's the 2-2, foul back to the padding again. And a very short backstop here in Hamden. If you can't tell, we are about 6 feet behind the purple padding. Here you go, 2 foot. But that is not far behind home plate. It's a very high wall too, it's about 7 feet high. 2-2, still is. After a couple foul balls. This one, Jamshaw actually to say to foul it off her leg, and she'll still be alive. Shakes her hands there. So almost a trouble play there. Kira Greenwood had to charge a long way. Actually, Walsh might have had a better play at the Owls hurler. Here's the 2-2 again. 3 straight foul balls from Doolin. The pitch. A dribbler this time, it is in play. Over is Walsh. Tough play on to first in time. Great play defensively by the Owls. Kristen Walsh fielding her position there. And there are 2 down. Cassandra Gonzalez will be the hitter, the third baseman for the Hornets. Again, Lyndon just 2 games into their schedule. They've been itching to get out there, no doubt. A couple of games with Fisher were canceled. But still, early part of their schedule, a lot of teams like Umpy is 15 games deep. They did go to Myrtle Beach. That one, they called for a strike. Walsh pitching from ahead. 25 pitches, 18 strikes thus far. This one fouled back. 0-2. The 0-2 misses downstairs. Good offer. Although she pats her chest, says that's my bad. Walsh trying to retire the side in order for the second straight inning to start this game. Gonzalez standing in her way. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, strikeout number 6 for Gracelyn Walsh through 2 innings. Actually, number 5 rather, through 2 innings. But down in order, we head to the bottom of the second. Megan Buckholtz to lead off this inning for the Owls. 5, 6, and then 7 due up. Owls dugout trying to get loud. That one misses downstairs. McNamara in the circle for Lyndon. 4 batters came to the plate in the first inning. Here is the pitch. This one hit in the air to center field, over to make the diving attempt, but it's off her glove. And Buckholtz is aboard on the line drive to center field. Hard hit ball, got to give Buckholtz the base knock there. It was a tough play for the center fielder Clunas coming in and over to her left. A lot of spin on that ball as well. Kira Green will bats. The third baseman for the Owls. That one, a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Come on, Keith! Come on, boy!
No score yet here from Hamden Academy. The Owls' home site here for this weekend. They'll host Vermont State Johnson tomorrow.
Hey, come on, Keith! Come on, Keith!
1-1. Upstairs, Green lays off of it.
I like your peepers, boy! That last beep sent me. So lucky.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Green. She swings and hits it over the head of the third baseman. That'll be a base knock for Kira. And rounding second, but putting on the brakes is Buckholtz. Gonzalez put her glove up just a bit out of reach. So Buckholtz up to second. Station to station they go. Now it's Albie Dowdy's turn. A 7-hitter. Carney on deck. Dowdy, the center fielder for Umpy. A couple of ducks in the pond here. And nobody gone in the bottom of the second. She shows bunt. That'll be a first pitch strike. Pretty breezy day if you can't hear it on the microphones. I'm sure you do, but just want the sun to poke out a little bit more. Would be a little bit more enjoyable. Temperature around 50 degrees. Tomorrow's supposed to be a lot nicer. Mid-50s and less winds as that one Misses low for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Fouled to the netting. Stays in a little ledge, the rock ledge between the netting and the padding. Someone will have to grab that. One and two to Dowdy. She lays off the high cheese. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch off the handle, slow dribble to second base, fielding it there on a hop and on to first, in time for the outs. Good play by Delgado Juarez, the second baseman, but a productive out there for Dowdy, moves the runners up. Michaela Carney now the batter, fouls it straight back at the netting, right in front of my face. So there's 2 balls on that ledge. One out for Carney, the pitch inside, she swings at it, fouls it back. So she falls behind 0-2. McNamara pitching ahead here to Carney. This is a tough spot. Carney just needs to get something in play. Now we get one across. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Misses inside. I say something. Something on the right side past the pitcher would be enough, or in the air. As Buchholz can run, the runner on third. Kara Green is on second base, the runner for Umpy. So 2 runners in scoring position here with 1 down in the inning. The 1-2 pitch, fouled back to the netting, and that one will come back onto the playing surface. And Gannon, the catcher, will pick it up.
Come on, Meg! Come on, Meg! What do you say? What do you say? Nobody better! Nobody better!
Here's the 1-2 to Carney. She swings and fouls it. Hit it twice there. Hit her bat twice. Was going to stay in play, but then her front swing kind of clipped it. And they'll do it again. Carney hanging around here. They can McNamara work a little bit. 16 pitches, 10 strikes. That was going into this at-bat. That rate will go up, the strike rate, for sure. Here is the 1-2 again. This one in the air, over to right field. Backpedaling over is Juarez. Off her glove, it'll be down. And this is going to trickle all the way down the foul line. It'll score 2 on her way to second. And now third comes Carney as Green scores. And the Owls have played it 2 across here in the bottom of the second. So that'll bring up Avery Vunkadich to the 9-hole. Almost a tough play there for Delgado Juarez, backpedaling into the outfield there and over to her left. The wind is swirling too, and that can make it real tough. Vunkadich, the batter, the pitch. Misses, up and in. Gets by Gannon, but it doesn't matter on this field. When you have a runner on third, you're not going to score unless it kicks to the side, just because that's going to bounce back to home plate. And it would be an easy play for the catcher to just pick it up and tag you out if you were coming home. So that's really not an option at this field. Here's the 1-0. This one hit hard to left field. That's a base knock and an RBI for Vunkadich. It's by the left fielder. On her way to second base, Vunkadich all the way to the fence. They're going to send her to third. Here comes the throw. Could be a close play. She's going to be out by a mile there. It's an RBI double and then out on the throw for Vunkadich. A great swing and aggressive send from Coach Billy Manley. Might as well take risks, but the Owls are on top 3-0. Good throw from left field. That was Collier out there, finding Gonzalez at third base. I apologize. There was. There we go. Had to catch up on the live stats there for a second. I had that play prior to it messed up. It is 3-0 Owls. Nobody on with 2 outs for the top of the Umpy order. Haley Saylor to bat. 2-0 to her. Actually, it was 3-0. My mistake. 4-pitch walk for Haley Saylor. Had to catch up on the live stats again there. Saylor is on the 4-pitch walk. Stewart way ahead of that pitch that she fouls down the line. Yeah, let's try to extend this inning on top 3-0, a productive one so far. Kadich was out on the double and then out at third, but it was an RBI. And then 2 scored on an error earlier. This one scooped up by Gannon back there. Great play. Keep that in front of her.
Wait for yours, babe. You go, babe.
3-1 here to Zoe Stewart. The pitch. Ball 4. She is on. So back-to-back walks with 2 outs. That'll move Saylor into scoring position. Gracelyn Walsh now the hitter with a runner in scoring position. A dangerous spot here for Lyndon. They had 2 outs and nobody on, a chance to minimize it. That one a called strike at the bottom of the zone. This one hit on the ground. It's through into center field for a base hit. That'll score 1. Stewart's on her way to third base. There will be no relay throw. It's an RBI knock for Gracelyn Walsh. So Sabrina Kaufman will be up, runners at the corners. Gracelyn Walsh on first, Stewart on third. Two outs still in the bottom of the second. 4-0 is your score. This one hit on the ground to shortstop, should end it. Huntington fields it on a first, and that'll end the frame. But now before Umpy could grab 4 runs, and they are on top 4-0 as we head to the top of the third.
Good job. don't know anything wrong with those things up. You gotta turn them up. That's the team I know right there. Let's go. Grace, where's your oh, you're using it. Grace, you keep hitting spots.
Sarah Collier will lead off this inning for Lyndon. That first pitch is a ball, but Walsh has retired him in order the first 2 innings. One and 0, the pitch upstairs. She was missing low last inning, perhaps an adjustment from Graceland. Got our scorebook back and working now. Showing bunts, and this one right back to Walsh. She'll field it. Has time on a first for the outs. Collier is retired. Trying to bunt to get on. I don't blame Lyndon for trying something, but she is just out 1-3 there. Araceli Delgado Juarez will hit the Lyndon second baseman. That was a heater down Main Street for strike 1. Walsh, that's probably the hardest pitch she's thrown so far. That one was a tough one for Delgado Juarez to want to swing at, as she'll have to time her up here. 0-1, the pitch. Another one for strike 2. Walsh, a very smart player as well for Umpy, as she knows this is the bottom of the order. Why not just throw them my best fastballs? Make them hit it, and if they do, tip your cap, right, and then move on. No balls and 2 strikes to Delgado Juarez. Pardon me. That one misses down. A little bit cold, the lips are a little numb, so if I stumble over myself, which I do anyway in a nice gym on a 70-degree temperature, but I might do a little bit more outside here today in this wind that is directly in our face. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got her again. Another strikeout from Walsh. I say got her again. Got another victim, you could say. Megan Richardson, the 9-hole in right fielder, due up. Made a great play in the bottom of the first inning in right field. Gets her first at-bat here in the top of the third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Decent amount of people that came out for this one. A couple of Lyndon fans I saw as well, and there's some over in the bleachers, over the football bleachers. That one, a strike. Walsh dealing right now for Umpy. No balls and 2 strikes. Richardson, the hitter. The 0-2 upstairs. Try to get her to chase, but hooked it a little bit on the outside half. Up high. 2-2 is the counts to Richardson. Megan Richardson, the right fielder.
Come on, Grace.
2 down here in this 3rd inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Another K for Walsh. And through 3 innings, she has faced the minimum. We will head to the bottom of the 3rd. The Owls on top 4-0. Going to try to add on here. Five, 6, and 7 due up again for Umpy this inning. Megan Buckholtz to lead off. The Owls had brought 9 to the plate last inning, scoring 4 runs. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Backing out of play. Actually, this is, it would have been last inning that it was 5, 6, 7 due up, as that was the 2nd inning. But Umpy a productive inning last time, and they even restarted the rally there with nobody out to play 1 more across. Or sorry, with nobody on and 2 outs. That's what I'm trying to say. Pitch misses out. 1-1 here to Buckholtz. Buckholtz turns on this one, sends it to left field, but over to make the catch is Sarah Collier. And there is 1 down here in the inning. Big for McNamara to get the leadoff batter out. That's Kira Green. That one in there. For strike 1. That one up. 1-1 here to Kira Green. Umpy baseball down at Farmington here today. They are up 1-0 on the Beavers. 2-1 to Green. She lets that one go. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs, and Green is quickly ahead now. Ball 4, Green is aboard. So a walk with 1 down. That'll bring up Abby Dowdy. Dowdy batting .333 going into today. 0 for 1 so far. She lays down a bunt. A good one. Back to the pitcher. Nobody there to cover. It's going to be a base hit for Dowdy. Now they throw behind the runner at second base. Diving back in there is Green, but Dowdy will never have an easier base knock than that one. Got to be scored as base hit to the pitcher. It was a sacrifice, but Lyndon didn't know what bunt coverage they were in. Both corners started charging, and then Delgado Juarez, the second baseman, wasn't there in time to cover because I think it was probably a situation where the third baseman would crash. But anyway, first baseman crashed as well, and now it's first and second with one out. So they're going to show bunt again. This one a better one over to the left. There's no outs there to be had either, as Kearney has an infield hit. So they're all loaded up for Avery Vunkadich, who had a great swing to left field last time for an RBI double with us thrown out to trying to get to third on the play. So bases juiced with one out. He has back-to-back bunt base hits. That one was just a better placement. It wasn't any fault of Lyndon's, where the first one kind of was. They weren't on the same page, but remember, this is only their third game of the year, so they haven't had that chance to work through in-game bunt coverages at this point in their schedule. So things like that are going to happen. The Owls taking advantage. Pitch misses outside. It's 2-0. They're going to try to back pick. Almost had her there at third base, but Green dives back just in time. 2-0 to Avery Vunkadich. With the bases loaded, she swings. That one was not in the zone. Hitter's hack, though. It's 2-1. This is where Vunkadich just needs to, again, get something in play. The Owls would grab a couple more runs. Well, a base hit would score 2. In play, would grab at least 1. Solid contact would anyway. Now it's 3-1. A ball would work 2. As the top of the order looms for the Owls, Haley Saylor on deck. Would be her third at-bat in as many innings. The pitch. Ball 4. And they're all going to move up a base as Vunkadich works a walk. And she gets an RBI. An easy one. Haley Saylor now will be the batter and chance to do more damage here. It's 5-0 Umpy. Pitch. Saylor chops his foul over to the third base side. Pitch. She shows bunt, but pulls back in time. Lyndon was ready on the bunt coverage that time, but it missed up high. 1-1.
I'm outright proud, okay? She works for that, okay? Hey, do
5-0 Umpy. Saylor fouls it back. And it's 1-2. McNamara up to 51 pitches now. 48 going into the at-bats. 23 strikes. She was filling it up early, but the Owls have made her work in that second half of last inning and then to start this inning. Still 1 down, as they did get Megan Buchholz out to lead off the inning. Here's the pitch. Inside, Saylor lets it go. McNamara wanted it. Didn't get it. It's 2-2 to the Owls senior. Saylor's been waiting to get healthy the last couple of years. Last year, didn't play any, had limited sample size her sophomore year. That one misses up high. It's 3-2, but Saylor was a great player in her freshman campaign back in 2023. And with her back in the lineup, it really changes everything. And out there defensively as well for Umpy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And in the circle, she does it all. Here's the pitch. Misses, ball 4. And Saylor has another RBI walk for Umpy. And they'll all move up 60 feet. Here's a look, if we can show the replay of that pitch that missed just inside that McNamara wanted. I believe that was the correct call. This one hit hard over to center field. Backing up is Curlis. It's carried. It falls to the base of the wall, and it's going to be an RBI ground rule double. Thought that she might have gotten it, but she'll have to settle, quote, settle for a 2 RBI double. First pitch swinging, Stewart took a hack at it And they'll all move up 2 bags, and it's 2 ribbies for Stewart, who has been rolling in them as of late. She was co-player of the week last week for Umpy in the NAC. Now they're on top 8-0. Run rule in effect now here in this 3rd inning.
I believe you believe, babe. Here we go.
Here is the pitch. Stewart lets it go up and in. Oh, sorry, this is Walsh. Pardon me. Stewart on second. Saylor on first. But walks killing Lyndon in this inning. You walk the 8-9 hole and 1 spot in the order. And that is not going to bode well when the top of the order rolls around with runners on. That one misses low and out. So McNamara struggling here in this 3rd inning. Lost the grip on that. It gets by. Saylor's going to test it. The throw home. She dives in safely. And another run comes across for Umpy. Great jump and a great read over there at 3rd base by Saylor. See if we can catch another look at it. So you get by. You can see her just instantly see that that got clean all the way through, and it didn't bounce back, and a good dive into the plate. 3-0 to Graceland Walsh. Not a bad hitter in the lineup to walk if you were going to. And that is ball 4. So she is on. It'll be runners at. And then now Stewart catches him sleeping, caught me sleeping as well, as I was leaning into. Oh, that's what they did. They pulled off the trick play. Oh, okay. I was leaning in to do the live stats here. And then Walsh got picked off and got kind of into the rundown there. So now it's Bree Kaufman. So the Owls trade an out for a run there. Now there's nobody on with 2 outs. Three-0 to Bree Kaufman. In danger of surrendering another walk here. That one in the dirt. Ball 4. Megan Buckholtz will lead off the inning for Umpy. Or not the inning, off the mound visits. Kaufman the runner at first, and she swings and hits this hard down to the left field line. It'll roll past the fencing. It'll be a ground rule double. Tough break for Buckholtz. Would have been an RBI on a field that had connecting fences, but it rolls past, and it'll just be a double for her, but a great swing from Megan down the left field line. Coffin will move up to third on it. Umpy a chance to continue to add on here in this inning. Already up 10-0. The 6-run bottom of the third inning. Now it's Kira Green for the second time in this inning. They batted around. She fouls this one back and over our heads, up bail. And we'll get a timeout here. It looks like McNamara is looking at her pitching hand. Might need a Band-Aid or get it taped up, a wrist maybe. I'm not sure what it is, but athletic trainer Brian Morrison for Umpy is over to take a look at her. She has no intentions to leave the game. Doesn't look like. Second and third here with 2 down in the inning. The Owls continuing to put pressure on here. Coach Antonia Peretti for Lyndon in her first season. She was hired over the summer. So we'll get going again. 1 strike at the count to Kira Green as she fouled one back. 65th pitch on the way from McNamara. Called strike at the top of the zone. It's 0-2. The pitch, and Green hits it over to center field. Clunas ranging over and back, and she makes the grab. Good play out there by Clunas to end the inning. Would have scored 2 more. Not a bad swing from Green with 2 strikes, but she does fly out to end the frame. The Owls, big inning from them. 6 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 on, but we head to the top of the 4th. 10-0 Umpy. Top of the 4th inning, top of the order, due up for Lyndon. Gannon, Clunas, and then Huntington. Remember, Walsh struck out the side in the top of the 1st when these 3 hitters came up, and she starts out with a good first pitch fastball for strike 1. Showing bunt there. That'll be a strike.
Stu, you're holding on that?
The 0-2. Walsh tried to get her on the high fastball, but Gannon lays off. The Owls up 2-1 on the Beavers in baseball down in Farmington. As that one misses, so Walsh, who is up to 0-2 in the count, now to 3-2. I think this is the first 3-ball count that Lyndon has been able to work it to. And it came after the first 2 pitches going for a strike in this at-bat. So Gannon making Walsh work here. Graceland's got to give her one. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled back at the netting. Almost got me in the noggin, as I'm not too far behind the net here. How close was that to me? Like, does it look right here? Three and 2, it still is.
Full count game, let's go.
The pitch. Fouled back to the netting again. And it's still 3-2, so great at bat here. 7 pitches in the AB for Gannon.
Free. Spot.
The Lyndon catcher has done a fine job back there, keeping balls in front of her so far today. And her second at-bat, struck out the first time up. Here is the full count again, and it's in the dirt for ball 4. First base runner of the game for Lyndon, and the perfect game bid is up from Walsh, who was ahead 0-2 in that counts, then threw a couple good pitches, but Gannon fouled him off after the next 3 went for balls. Fouled a couple off and then was able to work the walk. Well earned from Lindsey Gannon, who now will run at first base. First time Lyndon with a runner on today. Remember, Walsh had a 5-inning no-hitter against Fisher in her last outing. That one misses up. Kaufman thought about snapping it down on the back pick, but thinks better of it. Clunas, the center fielder, made a good play to end the last half inning. Out in center, backing up towards the fence.
Don't be too aggressive, let's get out.
The 1-0. She shows bunt. It bunts back to the netting and will not come back. That's the 3rd one in the inning that's stuck on that ledge there.
Free. That goes down that line, you're hopping.
One and 1. The pitch. Put in play. Actually, no, it fouled straight back. The top of the hill. Looked like it was going to stay in the infield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going to need those game balls back. So Clunas making Walsh work as well. They're starting to time her up a little bit. Second at bat. Really, I think that's what most of those strikeouts, the cause of them was timing. They've all been swinging.
Hey, come on, 2-4, come on, 2-4. What do you say? What do you say? 1 ball. Hey, Grace, hey, Grace. Come on, 2-4.
1-2 misses down. Kaufman thought about a back pick again.
Hey, looking good, 2-4, looking good.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her on a half swing, and that'll retire Clunas. A good at bat from Clunas, but
refocus. Here we go.
Walsh wins the battle this time. Now they will back pick. No out to be had. It was a swinging first strike.
If we're going to do that, it's got to be a good throw. Thank you.
Huntington, the batter, 1 down in the inning. There goes the runner. That was just a hard secondary. Again, in the runner at first base. That one in there for a strike. Upstairs. 2-1 here to Ella Huntington. Lyndon with her first base runner, a leadoff walk here in this 4th inning. The run rule is 8 after 5. 8 runs after 5 innings, or after the losing team has batted 5 times. Chopper to second base, on to second, and they'll get the lead runner as it's a fielder's choice for Huntington. So the Owls will grab a second out there. Good play from Buckholz to flip it to Taylor for the Owls.
Stu, what do we got?
We got 2.
Two down in the inning. Huntington now the runner on first base. It'll be McNamara, the pitcher, to hit. That one upstairs. Ball 2. That one in there for a strike. The runner goes to throw down. No ball. And there's a collision there as Saylor is now shaken up as well as Huntington. That's a scary play at second base. So both coaches are going to work their way over there. We hope both involved are okay. Apologize, I had my levels muted there for a second, but both parties are okay when we're resuming action. It was kind of a lighthearted exchange there when the trainer went out. Some players were laughing, so that's good. Huntington gets the stolen base, a hard-earned one. As she's the runner on second. This one, the count will run full to McNamara. 2 down in the inning. A 10-0 score for Umpy. Lyndon with their first base runner of the game on a leadoff walk. Then they swap places on a fielder's choice. Here's the 3-2. Fouled over to the Lyndon dugout, and that got Richardson in the shoulder. Richardson, the right fielder, in 9-hole for Lyndon, holding her shoulder a bit. She seems to be okay, but that one was coming in hot from the bat of McNamara. 3-2 still. Again, apologize for the difficulties in the streaming. It may be buffering at times, as I have to go off a mobile hotspot from this spot as that misses for ball 4. Great at bat, an 8-pitch at bat. McNamara earns the walk. But internet can be spotty when you're relying on a mobile hotspot. Long story short.
Stay in 5.
Now it's Megan Doolin, or Morgan Doolin. That one misses down low. Two 2-0 to Doolin. Walsh has labored a little bit more the last few innings for Umpy, though she didn't allow a base runner until this inning. A couple of walks in the inning now and a fielder's choice. So it's first and second with 2 outs at 2-0 here to Doolin on the way, and that one's in there for a strike. 2-1. Doolin, the batter, the 5 spot in the Lyndon order. The pitch. She swings over it for strike 2. That one, a little bit of an off speed from Walsh. Good pitch. And it took some off of it and got her to be out in front of it. 2-2 now after falling behind 2-0. Walsh could try to end the inning and preserve the shutout here in this top of the 4th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, another K for Walsh as she runs off the mound. And that will end the threats. As it is 10-0, we head to the top or the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Umpy Athletics on YouTube and WHOU.live. Bear with us through the buffering. Can't do much about it as the internet a little bit spotty, but I'll be on top 10-0. We'll be back here in the bottom of the 4th. Abby Dowdy to lead off this frame for the Owls, who are now 3 outs away from a victory. If they can keep Lyndon off the board, they could add on and pad this mercy rule effect here. The pitch misses down low for ball 1. McNamara, 67 pitches now in the game, 29 strikes. The pitch misses inside. Two and 0 to Abby Dowdy. Lets it go. 3-0 now. The Owls center fielder. 7, 8, 9 due up this half inning for Umpy as the sun pokes out from behind the clouds, which feels amazing with how chilly it's been. She shows bunt. It's 3-0. She'll just pull it back. That one's in there for strike 1. But when that sun's behind the clouds, it can get pretty nippy out here with the wind blowing the way it is. But like I said earlier, tomorrow is supposed to be a much nicer day. Calmer and sunnier. Hope the sun stays for a few minutes here. 3-1 to Dowdy. The pitch. She dribbles it to third base. Could be trouble. Charging in and throwing to first. Dowdy beat it out. It's an infield base hit for her. It's Cassandra Gonzalez charged for it, but not much she can do when the ball was placed like that. Maddie Boynton will hit in place of Michaela Carney. Boynton the sub here for the Owls. Pitch misses up high for ball 1.
Hey, Maddie! Hey, Maddie! Hey, babe!
This one hit over to right field, closing on to it, and a good play out there by Richardson. She makes the grab. So Boynton does put it in play, but flies out to right. That was also a tough play, kind of battling the sun that time too in right field with the wind in addition. She makes the grab. Avery Von Kadich will bat now with 1 down here in this bottom of the 4th.
Hey, 1-2!
Now one up high.
Come on, Abe! Come on, Abe! What do you say, kid? What do you say? Have some faith.
The 1-0. Von Kadich lets it go, but it's a called first strike.
Sit back, drive! Sit back, drive!
Dowdy the runner on first. No 1-1, and this one hit off the end of the bat. A lot of spin. Huntington looks at second and throws it to first. Good play by Ella Huntington. And Von Kadich is able to move Dowdy up to second base. Haley Saylor will bat. I believe this is the 4th time in 4 innings that Saylor has come to the plate. And she hits this hard down the third base line. That'll be a base hit and an RBI for Saylor. She's on her way to second. Here comes the throw, the slide, and she is safe. An RBI double for Haley Saylor. First pitch swinging. Now it's Zoe Stewart, who showed the graphic earlier. She was 8 for 13 last inning with 4 home runs. She just missed a grand slam earlier. I don't know if that was last inning or the inning before, but it just dropped at the base of the wall. Stewart's 1 for 2 in this game. 2 outs with Saylor on second. She can add on right here as that one misses low. Saylor with a hard lead off second base. The Diamond Owls on top 4-3 down in Farmington. In a good game between Umpy and UMF. Here's the pitch. This is down low. Big series for the baseball team this weekend. This is the first conference series for Umpy, or for softball, more specifically. They are 5-10 overall as they wrapped up most of their non-conference last weekend. This one misses in the dirt, so it's 3-0 to Stewart's. Walsh looming on deck for Umpy. The 3-0. Stewart lets it fly, and she is on with the 2-out walk. That'll bring up Gracelyn Walsh. A chance to do more damage now. She's 1 for 2 as well so far today. The pitch to Walsh, up high. Saylor with a hard secondary stumbled over her feet trying to get back, but there was no throw. She and Huntington exchanged pleasantries. They collided last inning. Both stayed in the game, thankfully. Here's the 1-0. That one in the dirt. Good stop, and now they will back pick down to second base. Saylor is back there without incident. That's the one time that it's better to miss to the left of second base when the runner is coming back from a back pick rather than miss to the right like it would be the better miss on a steal attempt from first base. Here's the 2-0 to Walsh. She swings in, hits it down the first base line. It's a foul ball, they say. Just barely. Let's take another look at that one while we have the chance. Walsh turned on this thing hard down the first baseline. Oh my goodness, that was close. Holy cow. That might have been a fair ball from what the replay says, but home plate umpire has the ultimate angle and decision. As she hits this up the middle and gets it through for a base hit anyway. Ball don't lie, perhaps, as it's another RBI for Gracelyn Walsh. Coming around to score is Saylor. Stewart just goes up to second base. Brianna Perez will pinch hit here for Bree Kaufman. So Perez, a freshman for Umpy, will step in. She is 4 for 14 so far this season, swinging the bat. That's a 286 average. Her 11th appearance now. She's made 6 starts through Dale's first 15 games. That one misses down low. Perez, the younger sister of Hector Perez, who plays on the baseball team for the Owls. Umpy's center fielder. Perez 1 for 2 in that game. Got the live stats in front of me for baseball as Bree Perez fouls this one off. Stewart, the runner on second. Walsh, the runner on first. 12-0 Owls. Now 1-1. Perez hits it back at McNamara, who stabs it out of the air for out number 3. Not bad contact, but that'll do it for this inning. The Owls grab a couple more and now have a good cushion here to keep this run rule in effect. They have 3 outs and they'll have a victory here if they can get them before Lyndon scores 5 times. We'll head to the top of the 5th. 12-0. The Owls on top. The run rule in effect here in the top of the 5th. Hour and 17 some odd minutes into it. We might have started a couple minutes before 1.
Grace, keep doing your thing. Let's go.
It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up. Gonzalez, Collier, and Delgado Juarez. First pitch to Gonzalez, misses up top for ball 1. The Owls re-enter both of their subs. Kaufman will go back behind the plate. Carney goes to left field. Swung over it for strike 1. Walsh trying to complete another great outing in a run rule shortened game. Again, a 5-inning no-hitter against Fisher. Trying to do it again here today. The pitch misses inside. 2-1. A couple of base runners last inning on 2 walks. The pitch up high. 3-1. In danger of walking the leadoff hitter again here.
Here you go, Grace.
The sun pokes out again from behind the clouds, thankfully. The pitch. This one a dribbler back to the mound, picked up by Walsh. She flips it on to Stewart for out number 1. So a 3-0 count turns into an out. She'll take that every day that ends in Y. And now it is 1 down for the left fielder Collier. Sarah Collier. She shows bunt, bunts it back at the screen, and will stay on the rock ledge there.
Kicks, we're staying in 5.
Now on a called strike, hit it's 0-2. One down here in the 5th. The 0-2. She shows bunt, pulls it back, a called 3rd strike. Kaufman applies the tag. She didn't quite catch it cleanly, but there are 2 down. Take a look at this pitch from Walsh. I didn't catch the end of it. My mistake. Thought there. I guess we'll see that Kaufman didn't catch it, but I was going to try to see where the location was. A beautiful spot of the outside quarter. Didn't quite hit the replay save button in time. Delgado Juarez will hit. The pitch. She thought about showing bunt. It's a called 1st strike. Walsh 2 strikes away now from another Umpy victory. They won 3 of 4 this past weekend. 5 of their last 7 contests. Here's the pitch. Now one misses down, just barely. 1-1. A called strike 2, 1-2 to Delgado Juarez. The Owls a strike away from picking up another victory. Walsh looks over at the dugout looking for the sign from Coach Manley. Here is the 1-2 pitch. On the way, called strike 3. Walsh does it again. Her second straight run rule no-hitter. And the Owls take this game 12-0. What a performance from Walsh in the circle. But from everybody hitting the ball as well. Walsh will have another game ball for her trophy case now in her senior year at Umpy, but what a job by her today. We'll get that stat line here in a moment. She faced 16 batters. That was the only looking strikeout of the day. 10 strikeouts. Actually, 11 strikeouts in the end. That is going to do it for game number 1 of this doubleheader. 12-0. The Owls take it. We'll be back here in probably 30 minutes or so for game number 2 between Umpy and Lyndon. We're about ready for game number 2 here from Hamden Academy between the Umpy Owls and the Lyndon Hornets. Ricky Goupel with you, bringing you today's play-by-play. Again, apologize in advance if our stream cuts in and out. The internet is just very unpredictable here down at this point. We got to go off at hotspots, and so sometimes it is a little bit spotty from where we are, but apologize in advance if we run into those issues, but there's not much that we can control, I'll tell you that much right now. So Matty Boynton will be the pitcher for Umpy in game number 2. The starter for the Owls hurls and gets Gannon to miss. 0-2 here to start. Grayson Walsh had a 5-inning no-hitter in game 1. Walsh is back over at first base. Stewart now to third for Umpy. Here is the pitch. It misses up high. Kira Green is in right field this game for the Owls, who played third base in the first one. Carney, Dowdy, Green is the Umpy outfield. And then third to first, Stewart, Saylor, Buckle to second. And then at first, it is, of course, Grayson Walsh. Behind the plate is Bree Coffin. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. So Gannon is down with the leadoff strikeouts. So good start for Matty Boynton. That one misses outside, the first miss of the day for Boynton. And cut on it, missed for strike 1. That one there on the outside corner for strike number 2. This one a little flubber to right field, charging hard and just out the outstretched glove of Green. It's down the right field line. She stays put at first. Now the throw comes in, and it'll end up just being a double, although she's off the back of the bag holding her ankle, and she's going to be tagged out. That is unfortunate that she tripped over the base, and then Coach Peretti is over to see if she's okay, but that is just an unfortunate. There, she would have had a double down the line, as Kira Green couldn't quite run onto it. Brian Morrison is out, the trainer, to take a look at her. So Sydney Clunas being helped off here by our trainer along with a teammate. So she was kind of a weird play. It was a hit down the right field line. I'll show the replay and then cut out before the injury occurs. But then she was stopped here on first base. First base coach saying go as that ball's trickling down the right field line. And then she went to second, overran second. And that's when it happened. But she seems to be in good enough spirits. Her teammates laughing, but she was helped off there. Seemed to be in a lot of pain for a bit. And we'll get going here in a moment. So I'm sure they'll let Boynton throw a warm-up pitch or two. Apologize, or it looks like our camera's kind of cutting in and out as well, but let's see what the change is here as she exits.
How bad did it seem? All right, good.
So Ella Huntington will now bat here as Coach Peretti goes back to third base coaching box, but definitely going to dampen the spirits of Lyndon. I think they only had 10 players active today. Coach Peretti was telling me before the game. Umpy has 11 active players, so some small rosters between the two teams. Thankfully, they do have somebody to go to on the bench. They don't have to play a player down or anything like that. That one misses up and in. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike.
There you go, Maddie. Looking good.
Ball and a strike. Strike two, swinging that time. We'll try to fix our issues here between innings with the camera cutting in and out. I don't know if that's an internet thing. I don't think so. Here's the 1-2. Coming from Boynton with 2 down. The pitch swung over, strike 3. Boynton gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, and it's a 1-2-3 first. The Owls will come to bat. No score here as we head to the bottom of the first. Haley Saylor leads off this inning for Umpy. Hits it on the ground to third base. It's picked up there and on to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. A good start to this game by Riley McNamara, the pitcher for Lyndon. As 1 out, 1 pitch, 1 out. Saylor will head back to the dugout. Zoe Stewart now will step in. Still working through some of our camera issues right now. I'm not sure what is going on, that it is blinking in and out. I've never had that issue before. Again, the internet issue is also an underlying thing we're working through today. Stewart hits this hard to shortstop. It's stabbed by Huntington on to first. Great play over there by Huntington. And it's 6-3. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. A dream start for Lyndon in this game. Now Gracelyn Walsh's turn to try to get something going with 2 down. That one misses outside. Now one in there. 1-1 to Gracelyn Walsh. The Owls' best hitter statistically this year. Batting .488 entering today. I can't remember what she went in that first game. I think it was 2 for 3, so that'll go up a bit. And then making more as she hits this, ropes it into the right center gap. It'll be extra bases all the way to the wall. Walsh is around second. They're going to send her. Here comes the throw from Huntington to third base. They got her. Great relay by Lyndon. As they get Walsh trying to stretch a double into a triple. She roped that thing. She'll get credited with the double, but then she was out on the 8 to 6 to 5. Awesome relay by Lyndon. We head to the second inning.
Free press, where you at? You're gonna bat for free catch.
We got some 3, 1, 2, 3, put on the gas. Are you serious? Let's go. Let's go. Stay up, stay loud. Stay up, stay loud. Let's go. Hey, up this way, let's go.
Well, looks like we finally have our camera feed back, as the camera battery there was going crazy on me for a second.
Play! Come on, Grace.
Still looks to be a little bit spotty as Gracelyn Walsh hits a single into right field. And I feel horrible that missed 9 runs while the camera was out, as the Owls had a big third inning. All of those came in the third. They were held scoreless through the first 2. McNamara was throwing well. But we worked through the issues, and it's still going to flicker in and out for a bit, but the battery is charging up. So hopefully we are good in that regard. Megan Buckholt stepping in. She pops this one right over the net and back behind us at the top of the hill.
Use it! Use it!
So up, they're going to down and almost at second base. Casually that was to being. Here's a miss, strike 3. Buckle on a great chase from McNamara. So there's 1 away in the inning. Brianna Perez will hit in place of Sabrina Kaufman. Pinch hit and then enter. Michaela pinch last inning and she threw big time. It was Abby Dowdy, I believe. No, it was Von Kadich. Avery Von Kadich that pinch hit and came through with some RBIs. Or then she hit in place of Maddie Boynton, who was in the circle, who then re-entered to continue to pitch. Perez swings and pops this one up over as McNamara calling, and she makes the grab for out number 2 on the first pitch.
Hey, come on, Five, come on, Five.
Walsh is in scoring position. The Owls do have the run rule in effect already there, and this is the bottom of the 4th inning. So they're, again, just 3 outs away. I apologize, you missed over half the game in this game due to technical difficulties. one misses down to Kier Green. And that one in there. 1-1. Here to Green, the right fielder in this game for the Owls.
Yeah, come on, Keith.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another great drop ball. And actually, that was strike 3. It was off on the count. So that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. We head to the top of the 5th. The Owls are 3 outs away from another victory at a doubleheader sweep of Lyndon here today. They'll try to complete it with Maddie Boynton in the circle in game number 2 as a 12-0 win in game 1 for Umpy behind a 5-inning no-hitter.
Ladies, we need 3. 3 outs.
3. Sorry about that. Sorry. No, you're good. You got more important things to do.
Thanks. What'd you? Oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, thank you.
That's how to move. Breathe.
Will lead off in the last 4 Lyndon. If they score 2, we'll extend as this one's fouled into the dugout and then the netting over there on the. But has pitched well in this game. I think a better game 2 if you'd ask her. Although Umpy still did do damage, all with 9 runs in that 3rd inning. But this game could have been totally different if a couple things went her way in that inning. That ended up going Umpy's way. This one grounded to second base, picked up by Megan Buckholtz on to first for the outs. And 2 pitches, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th. 2 outs away are the Owls. The 1 hit in this game for Lyndon, it was back in the 1st inning when Sarah Clunas ended up getting hurt on the play. She blooped it down the right field line and then stopped it for a second and then trying to commit to got the line, but then overran the tag, and then when she lower left, it looked like. And their first strike. And swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Here to Morgan Doolin, the last hope for Lyndon. Actually, no, there's 1 down in the inning, my mistake. Gonzalez on deck. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 1 and 2.
That's how to work. Here you go, Matt.
So it looks like the camera feed is solid for a few seconds at a time, and then it flickers in and out. Tomorrow, I knock on wood, hope that tomorrow. Here for this doubleheader, VTSU Johnson. Start at 11 a.m. This one missed up and out for ball 1. Ball and to Morgan Doolin. 2. Strike 3 inside corner. Are 2 away in the 5th. Lyndon down final outs. That one in there, great spot from 0-1. Here to Gonzalez, the last prayer for Lyndon. So one misses down low.
Looking good.
One and one is the count. The pitch. Foul over on the side. That was going to football rolling down there. One and two. Here to Gonzalez. Boynton looks over to the dugout for the sign. She gets it from Coach Manley. Now toes the rubber. 1-2 pitch. And a miss. In the Owls, the doubleheader. Lyndon, they've won the first two conference games to make it 7 conference. Our team in the knockouts.